Hello friends, welcome to the certificate course on STAAD-PRO for fresh civil engineers. This course is designed for the fresh civil engineers with the objective of providing the basic knowledge of STAAD-PRO software, which is widely used for the analysis and design of frame structure. For this structure, the eligibility criteria is any fresh civil engineer can register for this STAAD-PRO course. Now let's start the first video of this STAAD-PRO course, that is the basic command of the STAAD-PRO. Now in today's video we are going to learn the basic commands of STAAD-PRO. In that one, the first is making a node and adding a beam. Now here, whenever you are installing a STAAD-PRO, this kind of icon is appeared on the screen. Like here, the red and blue colored icon that will be appeared on the screen. Then you have to just click on this and this window of STAAD-PRO is get open over there. Now on this window here you can observe there are different features will be provided. Here the project task will be given, new project, open project, then open from project wise, likewise backup manager, license management, and here a license configuration is provided. Now in license configuration, here you can see the advanced analysis engine, US design code, US specialized design codes, likewise different types of codes were provided. As STAAD-PRO is an universally accepted software, therefore there are whatever the number of different codes used for the different countries, that all standards will be included in the database of STAAD-PRO. And whenever you are purchasing the license copy of this STAAD-PRO, when you click over here, like here suppose I am clicking on this Indian design codes. So if your copy is a license copy, then this color will be the green color, and if it is not, then it will be a red color. As this version installed in my laptop is a cracked version, therefore this will be appearing as a red color. But if you are having a license configuration copy, then here all that will be a green color. So now first of all you have to select over here as a new project. Now when you click on new project, this window will be displayed on the screen. Here you can see the space, plane, floor, truss, the different type of structures will be provided. So now we are selecting here a plane. Then here you can give a file name. So as today we are learning the first thing, that is making a node and addition of beam, let's give the number of this or name as project 1. Now you can give any type of name to your file name. Then here in length, unit of the length as well as load can be set up. So here I am considering the length in meter and the force in kilonewton. So selecting that, click on next. So here next, where you want to go, that first of all we want to sit or learn adding a beam. So select add beam and then finish over here. Now when you finished up over here, this kind of grid will be appeared on the screen. Now this is the main window of STAAD-PRO, where the different toolbars and taskbars used that can be appeared. So we are mainly using these toolbars. Here you can see design, analysis, general, geometry, setup. Then in that further, these are the sub domains of this or sub commands will be appearing. So first of all, when you are selecting here the setup, then in that case here you can see a job information is written. So if you are doing a job for any particular customer or any particular client, then here you can give that job name, client name. Then again here you can see put the date of engineer check, when the design is get checked, when it is get approved. So likewise the details of related to that project, that can you upload or that can you provide in this job information. The next point is here geometry. So in geometry you can see this kind of grid over here. Now initially whenever you are operating through this STAAD-PRO, so here this is the axis scheme will be shown. 3 axes, that is x, then vertical y, and then incline the z axis. So these three axes, so it means that this line will be showing the x axis coordinate, the vertically it will be y coordinate, and then in third plane it will be the z coordinate. So initially the grid appearing that will be of 10 by 10, and if you want to increase this number of grid, then you can increase the number of this grid. Like suppose I am selecting here right 13, 14, so you can see here that initially it was up to 10 and now it will be increased up to 15. Similarly, you can change the grid size lowered or maximum based on this or by using this tab. So here initially by default the size of the grid is 10 by 10 on x and on y side. So as here it is mentioned, plane is xy plane. So if I am mentioning xz plane, then here you can see this will be the x plane and this will be the z plane. Similarly, the grid will be provided in y and z plane. So here likewise the default grids can be provided in xy, xz and yz plane. Again the angle of plane is given along yy, it is 0. So now here these changes in the grid that you can make by using this edit tab. Okay. Now the first thing of today's lecture is marking a nodes. So here what is meant by node first of all? So any type of junction of beam to column or column to beam or any type of point at which two members are get connected to each other, that particular point we called it as a node. For example, here if you see, considering these blocks first and the second, now here this will be the x axis, this will be the y axis, and this will be the z axis. So at the origin the coordinate of this point is 0, 0, 0. Then the length is 4 meter. So coordinate of this particular point, like here, is along x the length is 4, along y it is 0, and along z it is 0. Then here the coordinate of this next point, along x it is 8, then along y it is 0, along z it is 0. Then if I am taking this particular point, then along x axis it is 0, then along y axis the height is 5 meters, so 5, then along z again 0. If I am taking this particular point, then at this point x is 0, then y is 5 and z is 3. So likewise the coordinates are considered, and coordinates or these particular points are called as a node. So whenever we want to draw any type of geometry in the STAAD-PRO, we have to provide the x, y and z coordinates of that point, and that point is called as a node. So going back to here, if I want to draw that particular plate over here, then here you can see x, y and z coordinates are provided. So if I am taking here, substituting the value of first point 0, then 0, then 0. So that particular node is marked over here. Then my next point is 4, 0, 0. The second, immediately you can see the second point will be observed over here. Then I am marking a point of 8, 0, 0. So the second next point is marked at 8. Now I am marking the next point as 0, 5, then 0. So you can see here at a distance of 0, 0, 0 point is there. Next point here I am considering 4, 5, 0. Next is 4, 5, 0. Sorry, here it should be 8. So 8, 5, 0. You can see over here these points are marked. Okay. This node is to be deleted. Okay. So now likewise my nodes are ready. Next, so you can see by clicking on geometry here all those nodes will be appearing on the screen. So in this way you can put up the node points over here. Now also if I want to mark any particular node over here, for example let's mark the z-axis points like 0, 5 and 3. So here that node will be marked over here. Now you can consider the positive side is along this side of z. That's why the point is appeared over here. If I want the same point in the opposite direction, then you can mark over here or substitute the value of coordinate as -3. So this point will be marked over here. So next time mark suppose 4, 5, then -3. So that point is over there. Then next is 8, 5, -3. Likewise here. Next here the point of 0, 0, -3. Next 4, 0, then -3. Then again 8, 0, -3. So likewise the points will be marked on the screen over here. So here it is. Now let's draw the beam for this. Initially 0, this will be -3. Okay. Now if I want to join these points, so that is nothing but the beams. So here you can see when you are clicking on this beam, the next will be appeared over here. So here you can draw or you can put the beam by means of showing over here the node numbers. So to add this, you can see here shift plus n. If you are using this command, you can see over here the number of nodes will be appeared on the screen. The command is shift plus n. Now if I want to join 1 to 4, so here node 1 to node 4, so the beam is drawn. Next if I want to connect 2 and 5, so node number 2 then 5, so the beam is drawn. Next 3, 6, here 2, 5. So likewise by substituting the node numbers you can draw a beam, or elsewise here this cursor is also used to draw the beam. So here if you select add the beams, then you can join the beams like 4 to 5, clicking on the node numbers, then click on this number, drag the up to the second, click on the second, then here similar to connecting 7 to 4, next connecting 7 to 8, next connecting 8 to 5, next is connecting 8 to 9, then 9 to 6, here connecting 7 to 10, and here you can parallelly see on this side it will be get updated, connecting 8 to 11, then connecting 9 to 12. So in this way the beams will be get connected to each other. Similarly if you want, you can draw a beam for these members also. One to 2 and then 2 to 3. So here in this way, whatever the figure we have seen, like here the same figure we have drawn on this next by considering the node numbers, and then here likewise beam are connected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the beam numbers which is shown over here, that will be shown in this STAAD-PRO. So in this way the model of adding the beam and nodes that can be created in STAAD-PRO. So one more time, let's just get revised. First of all, you have to select the geometry. Then in geometry, you have to add the coordinates of the different nodes. As you are adding the coordinates x, y and z, those nodes will be added on the screen. Then further you have to connect the node by means of adding the beam. You can add the beam by substituting or putting the node numbers A to B, or here by selecting this tab of add beams also you can join the nodes, and this will be get added, or the structure will be get modeled in this STAAD-PRO. Okay, so now you practice up to this, and then in the next video we are learning the next few commands. Okay, so thank you for the today's session.